Hello, BookTube. It's time for me to do my December, I'm about to say November, December TBR. And December's a fun time because it's the start of summer. And in summer, I'm like, I want Australian verse and poetry. Like, it's the heat, it's it's perfect opportunity to do it. And I thought, why not take an overly ambitious reading project and read all of Henry Lawson in the span of like what 3 months. And so I do have like a complete works here. I have this is volume one, bit big. It's heavy and but I'm fine. That's what fine. And then I've got volume two here when he's a bit older, and it's a bit bigger. It's scary. It's very heavy, and so I have those. I'm like I could do that in 3 months. Maybe, maybe not. But it's just I just want to read Lawson again. I recently read a biography of him, and I'm a good chunk through his letters now, and I just need more Lawson in my life. I don't know why. And so I want to do that. And in terms of other Australian books and verse, I want to read more Patterson, Banjo Patterson. I love his wit. I need more of that in my life. Of course, I'm going to do Judith Wright, and I would love to do Picnic at Hanging Rock again because it's incredible. I do have a little side thing I want to do where it's Patrick White. Now, I've never known how to completely feel about Mr. Patrick White. I've read Voss, and that's pretty much it. I think it's really. I remember liking it, but in terms of his other novels, I haven't really tried. I love a biography of him I read by, is it David Marr? I could be wrong. I can't remember the name of it. It's you search up Patrick White biography. It's the first one will come up. It's so famous and it's so beautiful. But I am due to give Patrick White another try. So I'm gonna do Voss. I want to do the what's it Visector, the tree one. I know it's not the best. I can't remember. The Tree of Man. I've got his debut Happy Valley, and I want to do his plays. I have a collection of his plays. Also his collection of cockatoos, which is I think a short story collection. I could be wrong about that. And also his book about his auntie I want to do, and redo that famous biography and go through his letters. Like just do a full read, not everything, but I'll see how I go with him. But I want to give him another try because it's Patrick White. He's so famous and respected and has his literary stripes here. He's the only Australian author to ever win the Nobel Prize for writing, and I don't know how to feel about him. He kind of gives me when I read him D.H. Lawrence, like that type of modernist, and I hate D.H. Lawrence with a passion. I don't know why D.H. Lawrence is considered a classic writer. I know that's controversial. But at least Lawrence has his great non-fiction, which, that's all I need of him. I don't even think I own that because I don't even think that's in print. But anyway, I'm just ranting about how much I don't like D.H. Lawrence. But White kind of reminds me of that, like the Australian version of Lawrence. And hopefully it's not true because I have so much of his stuff. But I do want to give him another try. And so that's going to be one thing I'm going to be working on in the summer. I also want to do. I'm trying to look around because I haven't planned this at all. But yeah, I want to do Judith Wright poetry. I want to do Frank the Poet. Give me anyone to be honest. And so I want to do that. And the weird thing I want to do is I want to reread the Song of Ice and Fire books. Same thing. And I read these in high school. I remember loving the first two books, and then after that I think Martin just kind of believed his hype about the series and they became really unedited, and I remember feeling that they were just a bit like overwritten for me personally. That's what I remember at least, and I feel like I want to go back and read it. And yeah, so I want to do that at some point. I don't know when. I don't even know if I want to do the rest. I probably will at some point, but just for nostalgia and just to see if they hold up at all. I feel like the first two will because I'm actually really excited to do those. So in terms of that, I do want to do a Game of Thrones. I'll do it at some point. It'll be interesting to see my thoughts on Martin's writing now because the last time since I read it, I've discovered Robin Hobb, and I love Robin Hobb. She's my favorite fantasy writer, and I want to see if A Song of Ice and Fire can hold up to Realm of the Elderlings, which is a tough. We'll see how we go with that. And so that's like another side thing I want to do, but also because it's December, it's Augustine in December for me. I every year for I don't even know how long I read Saint Augustine. I've done it since I was a teen. I redo the Confessions like every year. I don't know why. For the longest time, I never done City of God because I was so intimidated by it, and I wanted to be more familiar with the Roman Empire and what he was talking about. Like a lot of the writers and the histories, I wanted to know more about it. And when I read, it, I was like, oh, I kind of already know all of it. And but that's just context or whatever. So I when I first read the City of God, I first read it last year, City of God, and oh, I was blown away. I could not tell you how much I nerded out about it. I honestly finished that book in 3 days. Like I could not. It was like crack, to be honest. And it's time for a reread. So I have it right here. Here's City of Gods. I've got some poorly added tabs to it. I'm gonna go through and like annotate it because it's City of God. What do you want me to say? It's incredible. I also have on Christian teaching as well. And then, of course, I have the Confessions here, which I've tabbed and wrote in. It's one of my favorite books ever. And I can't wait to reread it because I think it literally still lives rent-free in my mind. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've read it, to be honest. It's so short and so accessible, and I just can't wait. So I always think, oh, I'll save like a month and just do that. But we'll see how we go with that. But also, in terms of even more reading I want to do, I'll grab them in just a sec, because I forgot to pull them out. I also would love to read Augustine of Hippo, a biography by Peter Brown. I found this secondhand, and someone told me to read it in the comments one time. I'm like, I've heard about this, and I need to get to it. So I'll add that. Sorry about that bang. I'll add it to the Augustine pile. And then, of course, I want to do a reread. I read this as a teen, and crack, I loved it so much. It's so nerdy. Augustine, oh my god, Conversions to Confessions. One of the great books about Augustine. It's not a full like birth to death biography. It's more a snapshot of his life when he was writing the Confessions, and I found this so interesting, and I need to reread it. And so I can. This is going to be ambitious, but hopefully, if I stick to my normal like December reading, because I'm also on holidays because of work ends for a while, so I've got literally nothing to do. So I hope in December, for like maybe like the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's, like that weird in between, I can smash out these three books, and I probably could. I think I could read the Confessions and City of God, sorry, in 3 days. I can do that again. That was so fun, and so that's like, that's all. I do that every year, and I really want to keep on doing it. So that's pretty much it. And also, it's Christmas. I don't care about Christmas books. I'm not reading Dickens. I don't care about the Christmas Carol. I don't care. I roll my eyes at it so much. I've never seen an adaptation of it. I know that's controversial and shocking, but I don't want to. I don't like Christmas Carol. It's just too. It's too much. It's too Dickensy for me. I'm done with Dickens. In terms of his Christmas stuff, his other Christmas stories are fine, but in terms of Christmas, I thought, why not do some stuff? So have some historical romances I want to do. I want to do some Tessa Dare, because Tessa Dare is my queen. I love her so much, and her Christmas stuff is like one of the only things I haven't read from her yet. The only other things I haven't read from her was her first two series as she done. I haven't gotten to those. I've done like her major Avon historicals, and they're incredible. But I have Upon a Winter's Eve. I don't know what it's about at all. I just wrote it down because I haven't gone to it yet. And then there's a short anthology of How the Dukes Stole Christmas, and it's like a short story, I think, by Sophie Jordan, who I love. Tessa, who's I love Tessa, Sarah McLean, who I really enjoy, and Joanna Sharp, who I've heard of, but I've never seen her. So it'll be nice to try a Christmas short story from her. I think her novella's the same thing. But so that's going to be my Christmas reading. I'm not the most sentimental Christmas person ever. And so that is my December and also broadly summer TBR. It's this Augustine um, Australian verse and poetry and Song of Ice and Fire. There could be some more stuff sprinkled in. I've been holding so many Nora Roberts books over the last month, so expect me to read the ones I've held pretty much. I want to do her first novel because I have that, and I don't know, whatever I'm in the mood for with Nora. But yeah, that is my plan for the next couple months of reading. Let me know what you think about what I'm gonna read. What are you gonna read? And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.